This is Destiny TV.
Welcome back to Destiny Television. This is Lincoln Wambugu Live. I am Lincoln Wambugu, and my guest tonight is very good evening and warm welcome to Lincoln Wambugu Live on Destiny Television. My guest tonight is Timothy Mwangi, the managing director of Rensil Integral. He's a strategic manager and an expert for that matter. What we don't know is that me and Timo went to the same school. I was a captain and he was a deputy captain back in the day. We had a house called Tiva. We won't mention the school.
Tiva.
Oh, very good evening and warm welcome to Lincoln Wambugu Live on Destiny Television. My guest tonight is Timothy Mwangi, the managing director of Rensil Integral. He's a strategic manager and an expert for that matter. What we don't know is that me and Timo. Oh, very good evening and warm welcome to Lincoln Wambugu Live on Destiny Television. My guest tonight is Timothy Mwangi, the managing director of Rensil Integral. He's a strategic manager and an expert for that matter. What we don't know is that me and Timo went to the same school. I was a captain and he was a deputy captain back in the day. We had a house called Tiva. We won't mention the school.
Tiva.
Timo, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Link, for inviting me.
After 10 years, here we are.
10 years, huh? 10 years.
I mean, where have you been?
Well, around looking for something to do.
I mean, something to do with strategic management.
Well, I spent close to 2 years trying to find something I really wanted to do. And I was worried, am I going to find something to do after campus? Am I going to have something that I can use to impact society?
Yes.
So it's been a long journey of discovery and then finally strategic management.
How long?
I would say 2 years.
2 years.
Of doing different things, trying this, that fails, trying something else, then finally strategic management.
What did you do in campus? Because you've mentioned that you went to campus. I'm glad you went to campus. I remember you went to campus. I also remember that you were a very bright student back in the day.
Oh, thank you.
I think ile kitu uliweza kunichapa ni hesabu.
Ongea ukweli.
Na badminton, because you were really good at badminton.
Yeah, back in the day.
I mean, what did you do in campus?
I did biochemistry, bachelor's in biochemistry. Yeah.
Bachelor's in biochemistry. Then you end up being a managing director of Rensil Integral.
Interesting, right?
And you do strategic management. Where did you even learn strategic management? Or maybe first, even before we get to that, what is strategic management? You know, there's so many guys who are watching, they don't know what strategic management is. Would you mind to explain that?
Well, in simple terms, I would say strategic management is managing something, not just out of the blues, but in a planned and systematic way.
Okay.
So planning a strategy for something.
That
in
is
simple
what
terms.
it is.
That's what it is.
So biochemistry, where I stand, biochemistry has no relation whatsoever to strategic management.
Well,
how did you end up there?
Well, okay. After I did my course in biochemistry and I cleared, and I came to find I was looking for something, something you feel you're home doing it, just like the way you enjoy doing.
But I went to school for that.
Okay, well, bad example.
This is my advice, Timo. Now that you know what strategic management is and you're doing it, please help us find a vaccine for COVID-19.
You know what?
Biochemistry.
Valid.
Try and put those brains as well. Help us find a vaccine.
But let me give you a scenario here.
Okay.
We need a lab that is going to give us vaccines. But this lab has an operational side of it.
Yes.
It has probably a marketing side of it. It has a human resource side of it. Without these departments functioning well, this lab cannot give you a vaccine. So unless we have a strategic manager who is able to tie all these things together, then this lab is not going to be able to survive to give you a vaccine.
Okay.
So you want a vaccine?
Okay.
Here I am.
I mean, how would you describe the space in Kenya for strategic management?
Well, I would say the space is currently quite competitive. But the beauty about it is that Link, the way you can think and the way I can think are two different ways.
Oh, yeah.
We can have the same challenge, think of it in very diverse manners. And the more diverse we can be, the better we can have a strategy that is future-proof. So in as much as it's competitive, it's also very, very open to everybody. And actually, in a way, it's less competitive because all of us have a different way of thinking.
Okay.
So I would say it's competitive, but not competitive, and open to very many opportunities.
I would like to understand, if someone was to start a company today, what advice would you give to them as a strategic manager?
Well, I would say first and foremost, before you go out there starting a business,
Okay.
first of all, know your purpose.
Know your purpose.
Know your purpose. Why I'm saying this
Uh-huh.
is you have no business starting a business if you don't know your business. I mean, if you don't know,
Please repeat.
you have no business starting a business
Yes.
if you don't know your business. I mean, if you don't know yourself, what business do you have starting a business? Point out, before you start a business, just find out what are you, what purpose are you for? What's your purpose in life? Because once you do that, then you're able to withstand any frustrations that comes along the way, because they will come.
Okay.
They will come. So once you're able to know what you're supposed to do in life, it becomes very easy for you to sail along. When things go wrong, at least you're sure and you know, I feel this is what I want to do. So it's not about quitting. It's about I need to do it smarter and better. So first and foremost, know your purpose.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, because I think you have a portfolio of clients, and maybe some you started with them, some you came in as a consultant to troubleshoot their project that was not doing so well. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy will it be for a company to start with a strategic manager and make it, than for one to do without a strategic manager?
11.
11 is
11 means you need to have a strategic manager.
Yes.
To be able to succeed in this sphere of business today. And why I'm saying this is because we have very many people doing business today. I mean, we have millions of businessmen out there. Unlike in the olden days when you would start a business and it's about you. Today it's about the client. I mean, the client is able to demand rights or define how they want business to be done.
Okay.
So if you don't have a strategic approach and know how to learn your customers, to deliver for your customers, you're going to be kicked out of business. So if you don't start with a strategic manager, you will fail. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 9.5.
A 9.5.
9.5.
So there are companies that have done without strategic managers and are doing so well. Is it important for such companies at this point? Companies don't. A majority of them don't stay forever. They hit a dead end. Then profits start going down because of new innovations, and clients keep on changing. Now, like we've come from the generation of baby boomers. Now we are doing millennials, and millennials have a totally different taste from baby boomers. How is it important for a big firm today to have a strategic manager or have a consultant?
Very, very important.
Why?
And this is because why many companies, or some companies for that case, may not be able to go up to the life cycle, the end of the life cycle.
Yes.
And or you find at the end of the life cycle, instead of still going upwards, they're declining. It's because of change, which is inevitable.
Yeah.
And strategic management is about planning for that change. So how do you expect to go into the future without having to plan for the change, no matter how big you are? Because, I'm sure you've seen big companies coming down. You've seen that.
Yes.
You've seen small companies again coming down.
Yes.
You've seen big companies changing tactic.
Yes.
Addressing their customers in a different way. Bringing in a product packaged in a probably different way to appeal to different segments of the market. So it is very, very important for such companies not to assume that they've grown and they don't need anyone to keep thinking and keep learning about the trends, keep learning about the evolving market, about the evolving government regulation, about the evolving market. It's very, very important to have a strategic manager, because at every point you are sure that you've thought about the future before the future comes.
Yes.
Very important. Very important.
So as an expert in this field of strategic management, what vision do you have? What do you want to achieve for yourself and maybe for your clients and prospects?
Wow. All right. First and foremost, considering that we're heading into a time where technology is going to be the big thing, and actually it has been the big thing for some time.
Oh yes.
But the possibilities of how well you can use technology is unlimited. And I'm looking at a future where I'll be at the forefront of helping brands understand how can we use, Internet of Things? How can we use artificial intelligence and be able to, make our processes more sustainable, more efficient? Not that they are not sufficient, efficient at the moment, but efficiency is relative.
Yes.
So going forward, we have to make sure that at all times we are well versed in technology. So I'm looking at myself and looking at my brand and thinking, in future, we want to be able to be at the forefront of these technological breakthroughs. We want to be at the future of artificial intelligence, IoT, and all those big technology breakthroughs.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to go towards the direction of IoT, intelligence, somewhere there.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this show is brought to you by Yetu Bonanza. You can subscribe to Yetu Bonanza today. Stand a chance to win daily cash prizes, airtime every single day, a mobile phone every Friday and every Saturday. And also, you can win motorbikes or be the grand winner of a brand new car at the climax of this whole promotion. Dial 40764. Send the word win or shinda to 40764 and subscribe to Yetu Bonanza today. Yetu Bonanza, your chance to win starts here. Timo, let's continue. That is Yetu Bonanza.
I need a phone.
Subscribe to Yetu Bonanza today.
Awesome.
You'll get your phone. Isn't hiring you as a brand consultant an unnecessary expense for many struggling businesses already, especially now during the COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, to be honest, it is expensive.
It is expensive.
But look at this.
Okay.
We can have a short-term expense and a long-term expense. You can choose to sacrifice the long-term money, your long-term vision, and then put at risk your short-term plan. Again, you can choose to invest in a short-term plan for the sake of the longer vision. So it's expensive. That's for a fact. But why would you want to risk your long-term plan just because of a few shillings that you have to pay here and there, just to make sure that the short-term things that are affecting your brand are straightened out? I mean, if you look at it, it's a compromise worth striking.
You think so?
I think so.
And the reason why Timo speaks like this is because when we were in high school, we went to high school together. He was the chairman of a journalism club. I don't know what happened. He went to biochemistry. Now he's doing strategic management. The next thing I know, Timo will be the governor of Nyandarua.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't.
So, Tim, tell me, while doing strategic management, there may be some mistakes that you've seen entrepreneurs make, especially when hiring consultants. Would you point on that and maybe tell them where to rectify?
Well, the thing about consultancy is that you measure somebody based on, it's probably very difficult to quantify because everybody has, again, like I said, their own individual perception or their perspective.
Yes.
And it becomes difficult to know who to trust and what to trust because everybody has an incredible idea.
Okay.
Some of which may not even work for your brand.
Yes.
Some of which will. Yes. Others have big ideas, which and you think they have a big portfolio.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, that big portfolio doesn't help your business.
Yes.
At the point where it needs assistance.
Yes.
So one of the mistakes that people do is people are looking for. Hiring a consultant becomes a very sensitive issue because people are not sure of who to hire. They're looking for the wrong talent at the wrong time in their brand. A young brand looking for a professional who is not, who's experienced but not in a tight fit with the company's current need. Or you look for a big brand looking for a consultant who is not experienced and not a perfect fit for the current situation. So I think one of the mistakes that people do is hiring at the wrong time and the wrong people. So you end up paying a lot of money, to troubleshoot a business, which probably doesn't even need that much assistance. And then at the end of the day, you find what you're paying out there is actually more than what you're getting in. But, you still want to hang on and just pray and hope that things will work for you.
Wishful thinking. Timothy, you've done a book entitled A Becomer's Philosophy. And by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you may be the first or the second or third millennial in this country to do a book. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
What's the book all about?
It's actually a book about my experience. Well, it's actually my experience, and for many other people, young people.
Life's experience.
Yeah.
Or
In terms
experience
of-
as a strategic manager.
In terms of life, as well as career.
Yes.
And it was the inspiration as a result of, I've cleared campus, and I'm out here looking for something to do. It takes me back to, I'm looking for what is my purpose,
Yes.
So I spent a lot of time evaluating myself and asking myself, what exactly is team? What team? And that's when I got the inspiration of, sharing my insights.
Okay.
Some of the lessons I learned during my journey. Yep. So it's actually a book about finding your purpose, both in career perspective and in life perspective.
And I think there's so many young men who would like to read this book. Where can they get this book?
It's actually available at the moment on online platforms like Amazon, Schwartz, and so many other online platforms.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm hoping that very soon we'll have the paperback edition available to our readers.
Soon enough, step by
Thank
step.
you. Thank you.
But congratulations, man. And you told me
Thank
that you're doing a second book.
Yeah, sure.
You told me last week that it was about 300 pages and you're almost done.
Almost done.
What's the second book about?
Actually done.
It's done?
It's done. And
okay. It's out there already.
Hey, yes.
You guy.
It's entitled
Mwangi.
It's entitled Rethinking Business in and post-pandemic.
Yes.
And again, the inspiration came as a result of the current situation. Many people are frustrated because they're wondering, what do I do with my vision, with my business? It's failing. No clients. It's we are under transformation of some sort.
Okay.
So it's an encouragement and a lesson, and just a motivation for people to pick up some lessons and keep knowing that it's going to come back, and very soon life will be back to normal, and you can get back to business and make money.
Man, you don't know how much I'm proud of you, too, man.
Thank you, sir. But I'm proud of you. Let me say.
I'm here thinking, where did I go wrong?
Where are you wrong?
Where did I go wrong?
No, Link. You know what?
You've done 2 books. You're an MD of a company.
Come on, Link. I mean, everybody has what they're good at.
Let me just ask Kevin, where did we go wrong, bro? Kevin is my producer and director.
Link, I wish I could do news just as good as you. I wish I could do them as good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I think we all have something we can do good.
Yeah.
And you do your stuff really good.
Thank you. COVID-19 is here. Of course, it has altered how businesses are done. The norm, it's over. I mean, the Premier League is starting this weekend, and there will be fans in the stadiums. So that can tell you how much COVID-19 has affected how business is conducted. How do you think business is going to be conducted post-COVID-19?
Well, and we've already seen this. Tech is going to be an integral part of business.
Yes.
Like it or not. You either have tech as part of a business or you're out of business. I mean, look at churches, for example.
Yes.
We're booking churches on electronically, right? Look at us today. So many of us are watching. So many of us are getting information from the digital devices.
Yeah.
And we are paying digitally.
Yeah.
So I mean, now and going forward, tech will be an integral part of business. Like it or not, whether it's booking for stadiums, for sports, everything else, it's going to be tech business.
So people doing, and you told me you're venturing into artificial intelligence. I mean, what do you hope to achieve with this?
A lot.
In Kenya?
A lot.
Do you think people are ready?
We have no option. Whether ready or not,
we have to adopt artificial intelligence.
Because COVID has proven that it's not a matter of being ready.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, if things come, I mean, you have no option. You just have to
deal with them.
Exactly.
So to adopt.
Yeah. Whether you're ready or not,
yeah,
AI is going to come, and we'll have to adopt to new ways of doing business, new ways of communicating to each other.
Yes.
I mean, lots of things are coming, and we can't avoid. Tech is going to make this world a better place.
That is Timothy Mwangi for you. Timothy Mwangi, thank you for gracing this show, man.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me.
I have so many questions for you, and I want to go on and go on.
Right.
And go on. But at this point, Link on Wambugu Live takes a short break. We'll be back shortly.
Every day, people leave their home to the market either to buy or sell. A majority do not have an idea on where to sell or where to get what they want. Why? What is not marketed is not known. Not advertising is like stopping a watch to save time. Worry no more. Destiny Television and Destiny Radio are here to connect you to your next client. Talk to us for your business visibility and improved sales. For more information, contact us on 0721 140 831 or 0724 156 703. Destiny Television, impacting your life.
It is incumbent on every Kenyan to support the efforts of our medical professionals, our health workers, as has been recommended by our Ministry of Health.
Some of them are working 24/7, others are buying even things with their own money. So I want to thank them and tell them to please continue.
Mwangi, the managing director, Rensil Integral. Timo, thank you for coming, man.
Welcome, sir.
It's been a long journey. It's been a long journey.
Long journey.
I mean, only God knows. Only God knows
Only God knows.
how far
Uh-huh.
we've come.
Sure. From the good old days. Eh?
And when I sit here interviewing you,
Uh-huh.
oh, this is a privilege. This is good. I feel
It's
good.
an honor. It's an honor. It's a
I
big
feel
honor.
good.
It's a big honor for me to be here in your show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm coming to Lincoln Wambugu's show live, you know.
Just imagine.
I mean, my whole village knows, you know.
You're coming.
They know I'm here.
Imagine you're coming to my show
Yeah.
as a managing director.
Wow.
We were in high school 10 years ago together.
Who thought?
You're coming to my show
Uh-huh.
as a managing director of a company,
Wow.
and you drove here. Man, God is good.
God is good.
As a strategic manager, you've had your careers now 2 years down the line. Of course, there are good days and bad days. You've had your good days, and it seems you're having them more than your bad days, which is good. Your bad days. Have you had your worst experience as a strategic manager? And how do you deal with it?
Very bad days.
How bad?
How bad?
COVID-19 bad?
No. How bad in terms of you've done something,
Okay.
it doesn't work for a client.
Okay.
It doesn't work, and you told it's rubbish, you know. Yeah, somebody's going to tell you straight to your face it's rubbish.
But
Yeah, but of it.
How do you deal with that? How
breaks
do
your
you deal
heart.
with that?
Well, I've learned to, accept when I haven't done things right.
Yes.
I've learned to appreciate the fact that I
Uh-huh.
may not know everything. So if something is not pleasing to my client, I have to go back and ask myself, where did I go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
So over time, I've learned to not to judge the client
Okay.
because I have to deliver. So what I do is I have to go back, think it all over again,
Mhm.
talk to my client, what do you expect
Yes,
again,
yes.
and just make it clear. Because sometimes you find it's miscommunication
Uh-huh.
that affects how well me and the client can get to agree. So I've learned to just go back, think it again,
Mhm.
come back again, present. If it goes bad, go back, come back again. And over time, you find that experience, that whole experience, makes me more stronger and makes the client even stronger.
Yeah.
And the whole project becomes successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what makes you go to work every day? You go to the office every day.
Uh-huh.
What makes you go to work every day?
Link, there's nothing as good as when somebody trusts you with their vision in life.
Mm.
In the space where I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
someone comes to me and tells me, Tim, this is my vision.
Yeah.
I need you to help me plan for this vision. And it's a big honor for someone to ask you, to be part and, to get the secrets of their vision. Because, if you're coming to me, you can't lie to me. You have to tell me as things are
Yeah.
so that I can understand.
Yes.
I'm a doctor of brands,
Yes.
So it's a big honor to be part of someone's dream. And the best bit about it is somebody comes to you later on and almost shedding tears and telling you, Tim, were it not for you, this and this would have happened.
Mhm.
That uplifts your soul. It makes you feel like, wow, at least I'm doing something for somebody.
Mhm.
So what takes me to work every day is looking for that one sentence. Tim, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not with a paycheck.
You saved my brand. Thank you.
Not with a paycheck.
Not a paycheck.
That thank you.
Actually,
We did this.
yeah, I actually do offer consultancies for some of my friends for free.
Pro bono.
Yep. And when they get to the project is complete and they're like, Tim, thank you. I mean, that just melts
feel
your heart.
good.
Melts your heart.
I mean, what is the one thing you'd like to advise young men and women? I mean, so many people have ideas of how they want to become entrepreneurs. They don't really know how to go about it. Especially now that, you know, a feasibility study is very important, and most people don't go into business with a proper feasibility study. They just get into it. You know, it's like for some people, they have a Range Rover. This is an example I was given by a renowned businessman. He's a real estate mogul in Nairobi. He told me that, you know, his feasibility studies are very expensive for one reason. He has learned that if you have a Range Rover today and you take it to Kayole, the best offer you'd get and you want to sell that Range Rover is the same price of a Matatu, which is maybe about 800,000 or 1 million shillings. Yet the Range Rover is worth 16 million shillings. You take the same Range Rover to Kiambu Road or Valley Road, you know, or some showroom in Karen, you'd get its value or even more. What advice do you have for young men and young women with their brands that they're just about to start or they have just started and they hold that dear to their hearts?
I would summarize it by saying, don't gamble. Don't gamble with your vision in life. It's the only thing. Don't gamble. Be sure.
It's one take.
One take. Lose it or take it. It's the one thing that, you know, you've been given.
Yeah.
If you don't take good care of it, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and after that, if you waste that vision in life, you'll end up, you know, moving from pillar to post, and your life will be, you know, meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be able, you know, to account for that vision in life.
Yeah.
So be sure of what you're doing. Before you step out and start a business, it's not about just a business. It's not about opening a shop.
Yeah.
And, you know, being known as having, you know, a big shop or owning a big yard of you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that vision that you have. Because today, you have one kiosk, but you have a vision. Tomorrow, you have 2 kiosks. The next day, a chain of businesses, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the vision that's the most important thing, and not the business or the situation you're currently in. So if you have a vision and you want to do something, don't just wake up one day, go rent a kiosk, open a hotel, you know. Don't do that. Sit down, think about, what am I trying to do? Think about, in future, if, you know, things don't go right, what will keep me going to work? Think about that vision. Talk to people who, you know, who can advise you on that vision.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there and try and see what have other people done, so that by the time you're going out to start your own business, you're sure of what you're doing. Of course, you can't be 100% sure, but at least try to be sure. Try to be aware of the possibilities of failing, of succeeding, and be sure that what you're doing is what you really want to do. And the worst thing that you can do is, you know, sometimes frustrations come,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like, I want to quit this job, you know. But the sweetest thing about knowing what, you know, having an idea of your vision is, when frustrations come, you don't feel like quitting. You feel like, you know what, I think I need to do it again in a different way. So at least you are sure that's what you want to do. What you're not sure about is the strategy I'm using right? Is, you know, this and this right? But at least you're sure this is what I want to do. And that's the most important thing. So be sure of your vision in life.
Man, anyone who want to listen to Team Mwangi, hours on end.
Thank you.
I can't believe that this is your first interview and you're acing it, man.
You know, it's
Timo,
Yes.
you know, during our time, we only had the national government, but now we have the national government and the county government. And there are so many, there are 47 plus 1 national government. We have 48 governments in Kenya. What do you think the government should do so that it can support a thriving entrepreneurial culture? Or is the government doing enough? Is there room for improvement? Or is there somewhere where you'd want the government to step in and step in a big way?
Of course, yeah. I feel some of the times young people have frustrations.
Okay.
Not because they don't have the skills, not because they don't have the will to do business and to make an impact, but because, you know, mostly the skills are not nurtured to a point where they can believe in themselves. And actually, if we were to go to the street and, you know, ask a few people, you'll find that so many of us young people are not sure about ourselves. You know, we're not sure about what we really want to do. we want to make a big difference in the world, but we're not sure whether how to do it. And I feel that if the government came in and tried to look for ways to nurture talents and skills among the young people, not even giving out money handouts, but nurture a skill and make that person believe in themselves. I think that would go a long way to ensuring that we are able to encourage the young people to step out there, try a business, because many young people believe you start a business and it has to work.
Yeah.
But business doesn't work that way. You start, it fails. You start again, it fails. You make 1,000 bulbs and then you're like, oh, finally, it has worked.
Yes.
So I think we need to focus more and invest in motivating young people and teaching them. It's not about money. Money comes. Not about money. Work for a vision in life. Work for, believe in yourself. Believe in that vision that you have. And once that skill is nurtured and you believed in it, trust me, Link, the young man will make a big difference. So the government should come in, try and look for ways to nurture young people. And I think I love what the government is doing with programs like Ajira.
Yes.
And I'm forgetting that, but I'm sure they are there. And the government is trying to do something. And again, the young people as well need to be receptive of this, what the government is doing. Don't just, wait and look at, try and measure how things are. I mean, fold your sleeves and get in there. Try stuff.
Timo,
yes.
What do you think of Kazim Tani? So many graduates out there with djembes and pangas and slashers, and they're doing those jobs. What do you think of Kazim Tani by the government?
Incredible idea. You know why? If I sit in the house and do nothing, I'll be nothing. Yeah, I'll be nothing. And Link, taking you back to the question you asked about biochem. Biochem for me was not a waste of time. You know why? Because those 4 years helped me to network.
Yes.
I made networks.
Yes.
I met people, and that experience helped me to become what I am today. And the experience of stepping out there and doing Kazim Tani, meeting somebody else who is a graduate as well, a PhD graduate telling you, man, I don't have a job, makes you inspired, pushes you out there.
How does it inspire you?
It tells you, I mean, I can't just sit and wait.
Yes.
People are more experienced, and they're there suffering with just like me. And I'm here with probably my degree or my diploma, and hoping one day I'll wake up rich. People have done PhDs and masters.
Get up and do something.
Yes, so it's an incredible idea.
Yes,
it's a chance for these young people to meet and network and learn about each other, get inspired by your story, my story, and then you never know. Big ideas can come up from a few people in Kazim Tani. They can ask themselves, why can't we look for a way to make waste collection sustainable?
Yes.
Out of that job, just like that, a multi-billion company comes up.
Or even landscaping,
Exactly.
Because what they're doing on our roads is more landscaping and all that.
Yeah. The worst thing that could happen
is
a young man being out there or a young lady and just thinking about 200 for the day, 400 for the day. They need to be thinking about how can I use this experience to make $1 million? If they have that mindset, I believe Kazim Tani is going to be a big, big success.
So, Timo, you're saying that the education system in Kenya is not entirely useless?
Not at all. Not at all. It's again about the experience.
Yes.
The experience makes who you are. And the more learned you can be, the better. I mean, there is no wasting education. Someone said that education is the key, but somebody changed the padlock. Changed the padlock. And, of course, education is a key.
Yes.
But not the key. It's a key, but not the key. There are many other things, other factors that come in when you talk about you want to succeed. So I believe the system is not a fail, not a waste. It is there for a purpose.
Yes.
It exposes you to many, many opportunities. Yeah.
Just like many young people would say that, the government has really failed us. They promised us jobs when we voted them in. Now we are jobless. Some have been jobless from the time the government got in to date. What do you think of that? Do you share the same school of thought as many young people who say maybe the government? Do you blame the government for lack of employment?
Whoa, okay. I think that's an accusation, a very bad accusation, to blame the government. Well, of course, it has...
But the same government promised jobs. It's a promise that they made. People voted for them.
Probably the mistake they made is to promise.
It's to promise.
Yes, but in terms of...
to overpromise.
To overpromise.
Yes.
But again, you see the government can bring up a job and, push it down your throat. The government is there to create opportunities. It's up to me as a young man to look and see.
Yes.
The government can tell me, we are giving 10 million here and there for this. I mean, I have to look and see and connect dots and be able. So I think, of course, the government made a mistake in never promising. But again, the young people out there, many of them just sitting around and hoping that the government will bring a job and say, hey, knock on your door and say, hey, bring your certificates. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Yes.
Yes. So I think, in as much as the government is to be blamed, we also have a share of the population that needs to be blamed as well because of not stepping out to look, not waking up early. I mean, I would rather wake up early, go spend my day at the government office with my papers, hoping somebody, the MD, will come and say, hey, young man, I think we need to give you a job, than stay in the house and hope I'll hear over the news that the government is giving out 5,000 free jobs. When nothing does that happen.
I think what the government should do, if I'm to be asked, is that the government should create a conducive environment for young entrepreneurs to start and to thrive.
Definitely.
Maybe reduce taxes or give incentives or cheaper loans or cheaper grants. Because banks are a little expensive for young entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Especially considering. Sometimes you have no one to guarantee you.
Yes.
You don't have a work history.
Yes.
You have no collateral.
No job.
Yeah. And again, I was watching the other day, and I saw I think 2 or 3 young men who made a car in the coast region.
Yes.
From assembling, small things, something from the tuk-tuk, from the motorbike, from the car, from the tractor. And I was thinking that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
But what if the government came in and, like you're saying, provide incentives, help these people with certification? Those are incredible ideas that the government can, nurture.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, then we'll be able to support our agenda of Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. Yeah.
I agree with you, too. 100%.
Thank you.
If there's anything that you would change in your 2-year career as a strategic manager, what would that be?
Fear.
Fear.
I would work on my fear. Sometimes, you have a good solution to something.
Yes.
But you're scared. You're scared because you think, am I experienced enough? How will they take me? What if I fail? And at the end of the day, I think what people are looking at, like me, if I'm working with somebody, what I look at is not even about how presentable you are and how it's about how willing you are and how best can I work with you. So I think what I would change is fear. I would work on my fear. I'd go knock on doors, and say, hey, I have this solution. What do you think? And interesting, you'll find some of these guys, are willing to talk to. Only that, they won't come to you. They don't know you. So how do you expect me to come and, tell you that we can do this and this? I mean, unless you come and fearlessly approach me.
Yes.
So I would really work on my, that fear, of course, which I'm working on. And I would say a great deal of it has been wiped away. But I would really work on fear. I would embrace opportunities. I would aggressively chase opportunities. Yeah.
Let me tell you what my boss told me. In this world, you need to go back to the Bible once in a while, whether it's in business or relationship, or whatever you're doing, and read Matthew 7:7.
Matthew 7:7.
Matthew 7:7 that says, "Knock and the door shall be opened. Seek and you shall find."
I knew, but I knew what you know must be business like.
No,
wait, hold on. Like, do you know any other quote? Let's see. Any other quote in the Bible apart from that?
Yes.
Like, okay, tell us.
John 3:16.
Come on, Link.
And the shortest in the Bible, Jesus wept.
John 3:16.
No.
No, wait, hold on. No, let's do this.
For God so loved the world.
Okay, hold on.
That he gave his only begotten son.
Come on, okay. Let's
I know
see.
that.
If that is John 3:16, we can talk about Bonanza.
We can talk about Bonanza. We'll talk about Bonanza after this show.
For one week. Okay, fine. All right. Okay.
What are some of the current trends you could share with the viewers, that can help those who may not be able to hire your company, but will still really need strategic management services? I mean, as we wind up, leave us with some free tips, Timo.
Hey, free?
Yes.
Hey, okay. All right.
They have watched
for not for you.
Close to an hour, not for me.
Right. Okay. So
for you, I'll call you.
Of course, an appointment. So I would say, just a summary of what we've talked about. Point number 1, just make sure before you, and that's the first point on my book, Becomers Philosophy. Make sure you know your purpose. You're not going to make any impact on this world if you don't know your purpose. Again, go back to number 1.
Know your purpose.
Know your purpose. You have no business doing business if you don't know your business. Just go back, find a business and come to business.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2, be wise.
Be wise.
Don't just do things. Make sure what you're doing. At least try to be sure. Try to talk to people. You know, it mustn't be a consultant that you're paying. It can be a friend. It can be an older person. I mean, try and look for wise counsel. Try and make sure that whatever you're investing in is not just because, I told you or something. I mean, try and do your own research as well. I mean, be wise. Make a wise investment. And probably just the last one would be all right. Don't accept fear to come into your way.
Don't.
At all. Don't accept. Don't accept. Like you're saying, knock on those doors. Yes. They shall be opened.
Matthew 7:7.
Exactly. Trust me, some of those doors
Yes.
haven't actually been closed. If you just push a little bit, it will open up. Don't allow fear to come into your way.
Thank you so much.
Chase your dreams.
Thank you so much. Now I have something for you here.
Wow.
I don't know whether you're going to try it on.
Thank you.
I have a t-shirt for you.
Oh, wow. All right.
That's Yetu Bonanza. That's your gift back to Nairobi.
Wow. Let me try this.
Try see if it fits.
All right.
Sapo can see that Yetu Bonanza is real, man, and we're doing big things. Subscribe to Yetu Bonanza today. Send the word win or shinda to 40764. Remember, at Yetu Bonanza, you can be the lucky winner of a brand new car at the end of this promotion. You can win daily cash prizes, airtime, mobile phones every Friday and Saturday. Yetu Bonanza, your chance to win starts here. How is it?
Wow. I hope it's mine to take home, eh?
It's yours to take home.
Oh, wow. Do you have something else?
You want that car?
I like
you
this
already
t-shirt.
came with a car.
I like this quality.
Thank you, Timo.
Good one.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
Thank you, man. And thank you for coming.
Wow.
Now,
Yes.
I need you to give me a gift next time when you come.
Oh, next time.
Oh, you told me you have ebooks.
Yes, I have ebooks.
I want that for free.
You know.
Or a discount at least. I'll call you.
Come on, Link. We'll talk.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That's Link on Wambugu Live. And it's a wrap for tonight. My guest tonight was Timothy Mwangi, the Managing Director of Rensil Integral. At exactly 8:30 p.m., I'll be bringing you the news of the day. Many thanks for watching. Good evening.